This right here is obviously a bold claim, but I'm not one to make these without proof. So in this video, you are going to get all the rates for every single hero. You're going to get the rates for 20x banners, you're going to get the rates for 20x 2 unit banners, 20x 3 units banners, every single ancient banner, every single divine banner, you're gonna get them all, as well as a refresher on the percentage chance of you pulling a legendary in 100 blues, 100 ancients, and 100 divines. So obviously this is a bold claim. So where did I get this information? Where did they post these elusive drop rates? Obviously the devs were again sneaky. So with the introduction of these banners, we have a very important sentence. This sentence appears in every single banner type, and that is the drop rates are equal among other heroes of the same rarity. It is this single sentence that allowed me to use math, yes I know, hated math, to give you every single hero rate in this game, as well as the effects of rate up banners. So without further ado, I only ask you of one thing, and that is consider leaving a like, a comment or a subscription, and feel free to share this video to as many people as possible so we can get the word out there on how the rates truly are. Okay, so here we go, starting with the legendary rates, because every rate is equal. If you pull a legendary on any non-rate up banner, you are going to have a 1.58% chance to get any of the 63 different legendaries in the current summon pool, as well as a 12.5% chance of obtaining any of the lords upon pulling said lord. So these are the rates for you pulling a legendary. Now onto the first banner, and that is a 1 hero 20x rate up, as seen in, for example, the limited Anora banner. The way this works is that you have 62 different heroes in one bucket, and then you have Anora in the other. Anora's weight is 20, while the weight of every other unit is 1. This gives us a 75.56% chance of getting a normal legendary with a 1.21% chance each of being the different legendaries. So for example, you pulling a Silas has a 1.21% chance of pulling a legendary in a 20x banner. Anora, on the other hand, the limited, the boosted hero on a 1 hero 20x banner, has a 24.3% chance, and because she's the only one boosted, her drop rate is also her own drop rate. So a 1 in 4 chance upon pulling a hero to give you the rated up hero. Now onto a 2 hero 20x. A 2 hero 20x has 61 different heroes as well as 2 boosted heroes. These 2 heroes are both boosted to 20 weight, meaning Talon and Lyra are worth 40 combined, while the other ones are 61 combined, giving us a 60% chance of pulling a normal legendary at 0.99% each. And now here's where it gets interesting, and that is you now already on a 2x rate up have a 40% chance of pulling a rate up, as well as a 19.8% chance to get either or. So for example, if you are summoning on the Lyra and Talon banner, you have a 1 in 5 of pulling either and a 2 in 5 combined. Now onto a 3 hero 20x, what you're gonna notice is that 3 heroes, each with 20 weight versus everybody else at 60 different heroes at 1 weight, gives you 50-50 odds of pulling raid up versus non-raid up, with the non-raid ups being 0.833% each, and every single one of the raid ups sharing an equal drop rate of 16.6%. Meaning that overall, if we take a look at the banners, you're gonna notice that between a 1, 2 or 3 times 20x, the 1 time has the highest drop chance but the lowest overall pull chance for a raid up, while the 2x banner has the second highest when it comes to pull chance and the highest and also the second highest when it comes to individual chance, and then the 3x banner giving you the highest chance of pulling a raid up but the lowest chance of pulling a raid up individually. So this is a 1, 2, 3x, 20x. So these are the rates you have been summoning on this weekend. Next up, what happens if you pull a legendary on an ancient banner? If you pull a legendary on an ancient banner, a normal legendary, Lord will do after, you have a 80% chance of pulling a ancient exclusive and a 20% chance of pulling a in the normal summon pool available unit. All of these units have a 5% each chance, so going in you have a 1 in 5 of hitting a commonly available legendary and a 4 in 5 of hitting a ancient exclusive. Now for the legendary lords on an ancient banner. You're going to have two different unnamables. They together have a 10.5% chance. You have 7 different normal lords. These all have a 38.6% chance combined and a 52.6% chance of pulling a legendary lord that is ancient exclusive. So it is obviously the 7 of the faction, then Garn, Praetus and Voltron, giving you a 5.25% chance each or a 1 in 20 without raid ups. Now, what is the effect of a single raid up? A raid up we are going to see in the future, which is a 20x boost to a unit, a normal legendary, and a 20x boost to a lord unit. So let me put myself out of the way here. What you're going to see raid wise is for the normal legendary, you have a 51.2% chance of pulling the rated up legendary. And on the other hand, for the normal legendaries or everybody else, you have a 48.8% chance and a 2.5% or 2.56% chance each. Down here, for the rated up lord on a single raid up banner, you have a 52.6% chance of it being the lord and a 47.4% chance of it not being the lord with a 2.63% chance each. The next one is this current banner this weekend, a banner in which you have a 2 times lord bonus. So if 2 lords are boosted at the same time, you have a staggering 70% chance of pulling one of the rated up heroes, meaning 7 out of 10 times is it going to be one of the boosted, and both of them have a 35.5% chance each. So you're going to be basically flipping a coin once you do hit one of the raid up units, with then the other lords being at a 29.9% chance at 1.758% each. The next one is then the percentage of you actually pulling a legendary unit. So a legendary unit in 100 blues on a 0x raid up, meaning the legendary chance stays at 0.5% or better said 0.46%, and the legendary lord chance stays at 0.004%, giving you a 39.42% chance overall of pulling at minimum one legendary. This is all the outcomes combined in which you could either be pulling 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 legendaries in 100 summons. So a 4 out of 10 or a 40% chance of you either pulling a legendary or a legendary lord. And out of these summons respectively, you have a 3.92% chance in 100 summons for it to be a legendary lord. Now, this is a 2 times banner. On a 2 times banner, all of a sudden, you're looking at a 63.39% chance. Which means that in 2 out of 3 100 summon attempts, you should be getting at minimum 1 legendary with a 7.69% chance of that legendary being a lord. And now the importance of 0x versus 2x, and also why my theory for the anniversary is going to be a 2 times 20 times banner. Because it's been a while since we had our last 2x 15x. I don't even know if we had one this year. Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, a 2x 20x would obviously boost the double the chance of the legendary, as well as introduce the increased rates we've talked about earlier. So all of a sudden, if you compare a 0x versus a 2x, you can see there's a staggering 24% increase of you summoning a legendary in 100 summons and almost a doubling of the Lord summon chance. Once again, important to note, obviously this one is not factoring in the pity, which is if you were to fail this 2 times in a row, or better said 1.8 times with starting from 180, the rates going higher. So this is what you're looking at 100 blues. Now for 100 reds. For 100 reds, you have a staggering 83.37% chance of walking away with at minimum 1 legendary, either Lord or non-Lord, with the non-Lord chance being 66.33%. So you have an overall 66.33% chance of pulling a non-Lord in 100, and you have a 55.21% chance of pulling a legendary Lord in 100, or a bit better than a coin flip. Then we have the percentage of getting a legendary in 10 divines. So 10 divines on a 0x radar banner gives you an average of 46.13% every 10 divines to pull at minimum 1 legendary or a legendary Lord. Again, it's the combined chance of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. With a 3.92% chance of pulling a legendary Lord. Now, if we were to increase this to 2 times, all of a sudden in just 10 divines, you have a 72% chance of walking away with at minimum 1 legendary and a 7.71% chance of walking away with a legendary Lord. So, this is again the final comparison for this video, and that is the difference between a 0x and a 2x banner, giving you a 46 versus 72 and a 3.9 versus 7.71% chance. So, we've made it through this. We did keep a fast pace, but it also wasn't much to say. So, last thing I want to note is that in the pinned comment down below, you get this whole PowerPoint as something you can access, and also I'll try to update these every time a new banner releases, as in introducing a new hero, giving you an idea of what these rates are going to look like, so you can always look forward to our Should You Summons from now on, including the official rates of us actually getting what we're looking for, maybe even helping us make a smarter decision with our summons in the future. As always, I've greatly appreciated the opportunity to again provide you with content. I hope you can do anything with this information, share it with your friends, let me know how you feel about it, and we see each other in the next one. Peace!